Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Natalie Cutler-Welsh here. And I'm super excited to have my lovely friend Pounamu join us.
Good morning, everybody.
I love how you've called yourself meditation.
Well, it's like, it's still the morning. It's actually still a good time for calming minds and meditative heart.
Brilliant. Well, that is what we're going to dive into today. So if you guys have been following along this week in the world of Go-To Girl, our theme is mindfulness, self-love, and creating your new normal. So this is going to be a really interesting topic. I did my Up Your Brave live stream yesterday where I had 3 guests and we did talk about mindfulness and self-love. And then tomorrow we're doing creating your new normal, pivoting your life and your business. And today we're focusing on the wellness side of those 2 topics. And so I'm excited for you to join us. So if you're watching the live stream, the replay, or you're watching us live, let us know where you are geographically. I'm in Auckland and Pounamu, you are in New Plymouth?
So I'm just out of New Plymouth. I'm in a small town called Waitara. Yeah, but in the Taranaki region.
So I'm actually going to hand it to you, Pounamu, to kick things off in terms of mindfulness, because I know that you have a lot of practices that you do, and obviously you have a lot of knowledge with the oils. Can you start off giving us a little bit of a background, if people haven't met you before, a little bit of background on you, and then maybe a technique that you want to share with people, and possibly a couple of oils around the topic of mindfulness?
Sure. So good morning, everyone. So my name's Pounamu. I've been working in the wellness arena for about 25 years. I'm a trained aromatherapist. So essential oils have been an incredible big part of my life. So yes, we often are drawn to things for our physical health. But I guess as I move through the journey of life, then actually we need more emotional and mental health support. And then, of course, spiritual health. So for me in particular, I have a daily routine. And this starts with a good morning to my husband. And then generally I get straight into an hour, or it's about 50 minutes worth of meditation. Now, I'm not that disciplined. I'm a bit of a spontaneous person. So I like to follow along with a group that I've been following. And I'm choosing at the moment to do mantra. So mantra is a deeply spiritually rooted prayer that you actually say. Because as you voice the words of the universe, they vibrate in your body. And so this actually creates a feeling. And what it does for me every morning is it breaks open my heart. So when I'm finished my session, and I've said a few ums, and sometimes my voice is croaky, and sometimes I'm still kind of a bit dreamy. Usually when I finish, I always feel really heart-centered. And for me, Nat, leading my day heart-centered has been way more successful as far as everyone you intervene with on your day, the way you show up in your job and with your family, coming from that space has been really powerful for me.
Where are you when you do this? Do you get up and move away from the bedroom? Are you on the floor? Are you in bed?
I'm still in my pajamas.
Yes.
And when it was warm, I slide next to the bed, to the side of the bed. As it's got a bit cooler, I'm kind of just wrapping around and sitting in the bed. And Shane is often still in bed too. And I'm kind of really comfortable with it now. I'm kind of like, hey, this is what I do, and this is really good for me. So I'm kind of fine if he's there and he can hear me or mean. Yeah. And I'm good with it. But it wasn't always like that. I was always a bit like private. I used to go to the garden when I first started. So I isolate myself, and now I'm just like, actually, I'm just going to stay in my pajamas and do this.
Yeah, brilliant. And I'd love to hear from people that are watching. I know we've got a couple people in the groups. What practice or daily ritual do you do, if any, around mindfulness? And so in my house, my husband wakes up early, always around 5, and he does sporty things. So he'll go and do his swimming and running and things like that. And I'm more like in my own space, in my own bed. And then I move into the oils. I don't do a meditation. And sometimes it's because I feel like I like the idea of the guided one. I feel like for me, if I don't put it in the calendar, like if I don't have a date, I'll just do something else. I'll just rush off and the
Yes.
kids are always up before me. They're always making their lunches. So I just kind of breeze in my robe, and then I'm into mummy mode. And so I guess and I know you have children too. So what is your advice, your guidance here for people? It's probably going to be get up earlier, isn't it? For people that go, oh, but I have kids. It's not an excuse, but I love the idea of getting them to school and then doing my thing. Is that cool? Or is it really best first thing?
No, it depends on how your day rolls. I think once I move out of the bedroom space and I'm in the kitchen, then it's on, right? This happens to be my office, and the emails and phone call, messages are coming in from my team, and I find I don't get back to that little sacred space again until the evening. So for me, I've found that little window. And plus my children are older, so it is a little bit different. They're not needing me to cook them breakfast, not all of the time anyway. So finding that little time that works for you. If it's post-school drop-off, awesome. If it's on the way home because you've walked, because actually, you can do meditation as you walk. So I'm quite kinesthetic. I like to move. I'm sure you do as well, Nat. So you can actually mantra or have a prayer going over and over and over your head as you walk home from dropping the kids off. There's no set rules. So our teacher's been saying, make sure it's joyful. I really love that. Like if you find joy outside under the trees or at the beach, like we don't have to go into isolation into a cave anymore. We just have to put our intention through our mind and reconnect.
I agree. And Brian, who was one of my guests yesterday, he also mentioned about doing meditation as you move, with intention, and talking about going for a walk, but taking a new path. And that was around noticing, right? Being observant and being present. But I do like the idea. It does make it sound more doable for people like me, right? Who think, oh, but I have to sit quietly and it has to be, silent and all those things. It can look different for different people.
I used to think like that because that's kind of how I first got taught at an ashram. However, my mind, I'm not quiet. I'm kind of noisy. I like to move. Once I get up, I want to be on the go. So I adopted walking meditation. Yeah. So, on the move, but intentional. Yeah.
All right. Can you share with us some of the essential oils that you use daily, or just when you do use them around the mindfulness space?
I'm really big into diffusing. So when I enter, the kitchen lounge area, dining room, first thing I'll do will be diffuse. So my favorite one at the moment is elevation. And I think as we're moving into this kind of cooler autumn winter space, like it's really important for my mind, to kind of be bright and full of sunshine. So I'm really enjoying elevation. So elevation is a blend, and what it does for me, it just makes me feel like I'm in the tropics, like I'm happy, joy, and that's nice when it's actually kind of cold. It's like gives me the opposite feeling to what reality is with the season. So generally, diffusion is my main thing that happens all day long.
Same.
Yeah. The other one I love is to pop them as I'm getting dressed, put oils onto my body. And in particular, for me, it's easy air onto the chest. So to breathe deeply, to open up my lungs, and to really invite life in for the day. So generally easy air onto my chest. And then I always hit my ovaries, ladies, like in the morning. So we help with hormonal balance, because we kind of want to rule, not them.
What do you do? What do you mean? What do you use there?
Oh, so clary sage generally, or the clary calm. For me, I just feel like it helps me stay even keel hormonally. Yeah, so if I've got good breathing going on, breathing in lots of oxygen up the top here, and then calm through my ovaries, then
it's going to be a good day. I love the idea of the easy air for the breath, because normally I think of it so much as the four S's, the snoring, the sneezing, the snotty nose, whatever. And I feel like you're right, rubbing it topically here with the coconut oil, opening up your breath. It goes so nice with this theme for today. We've got somebody commenting, sorry, we can't see your names because when we're streaming it to public pages as well as private groups of ours. So we so honor you making these comments, but until later, when we go back in, we can't actually see the names because it's in a private group. But somebody says, I've gone back to meditating after 15 years, purely as I got invited to a 21-day abundance challenge. It's just what I need. Keen to combine with oils. Yes, it's never too late, right? To go back to something you used to do, or maybe to start. And I'm going to cover that later when we talk about creating our new normal. So it's never too late. Brilliant. Okay, Ponamu, anything else you want to mention there?
I think I just want to pick up on this comment because adding essential oils to your meditation is just like, pow, next level. So I did this by mistake one evening. I did a breathing meditation, and then I added to my third eye, I think, sandalwood. Oh my gosh, I had the most incredible vivid dreams. It was really solid sleep, but it was just cosmic in a sense. So I really encourage you to try. I think I didn't do that so late at night again because, it was just like, this is really full on. So
yeah, we have two sandalwoods, don't we? We've got a Hawaiian. I think we have something else as well. Hawaiian and regular sandalwood. Yeah.
Yeah. So thinking about this area, like if you want, when you're doing meditation, so and onto the crown of the head.
And what about frankincense?
Oh yes, frankincense anywhere, everywhere, all the time. No, absolutely. A crown of the head, I would use frankincense. Elevate those, because it's really easy when we're busy to go back into the chatter.
Yes.
The objection of meditation is to calm the chatter and to go home really to find stillness.
Interesting. Last night, my daughter said, "Oh, Mom, can I have a massage?" Because I bought a massage table a few weeks before lockdown, so it's been great. But she said, "Can I have a massage? My Achilles is sore." And then my husband's like, "Oh, can I have one too?" And I always sneak in a few emotional oils, even though it's like physical things that they want. I just like, oh, and he's like, "Oh, what did you use?" I'm like, a whole bunch of stuff. I literally took a photo of my hand holding about 6 oils last night that I picked especially to put in with their massage, and it was going to be the Achilles, but of course I put some up and down the spine as well, and so good. Frankincense was in there too. So we'll come back to mindfulness. It's all part of the same thing, really. So we're going to be talking also about self-love and creating your new normal. So one of the things, whenever you're watching this, but at this moment when we're recording this, we have recently just gone into level 2. The kids have just gone back to school. A lot of people have just gone back to work. So it's really this brand new phase of life, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unsurety, a lot of fear about what the future holds, but also, I think, and I imagine you'll agree, Ponamu, a lot of opportunity to really create the life that we want and shift the way that we do things as individuals and as a society. So it's a very interesting time. So what I would love for people that are watching to think about is, what is your new normal? Whether you resonate with that term or not, what do you want your life to look like? Because I think it's so easy to revert back to how we were and all the things and the busyness and this, drop-offs and pickups and school activities and meetings. But maybe it's also a great time to reflect and to reconnect with what you genuinely want and how you want things to go. Whether it's as simple as my husband going, I'm not going to go back to work 5 days a week. I'm going to work from home 2 days. Like, they don't need me to go in. He shares an office with someone. He's like, I'm just going to stay home. So and so he's making this empowered choice about that. And I think it's such a great time for people to really reconnect with what they want. So I'm going to share a few oils, and I'm going to share an activity with you that hopefully will help as well. So one of my favorite oils, I guess at this particular time, is called Adaptive. So Adaptive is normally only available from America, but now, as of right now, you can get it in the Webvention kit. So as part of a kit at the moment, but starting next month in New Zealand, we can get Adaptive. So I want to show people that it's how awesome it is. It comes as a Roly blend, which is already mixed with coconut. So what that means is you can literally just roll it right on your neck, ready to go. The other way I always do it, I roll it on my hand. So it's already mixed with the coconut. I breathe it in. So this is aromatic. And aromatic is also like this. Ponamu, you mentioned the diffusers. So we drip that into the diffuser, 1 drop per hour. But breathe it in and then rub it topically on the back of your neck or on the soles of your feet. So that also would be a great oil in terms of being mindful, because adaptive helps us to adapt to life's changing conditions. And right now, it's just the most ideal oil for what we're facing at the moment. I think the phrase that we use is it helps people to be calm, like calm, but focused. So it can really help you to be calm and centered. Do you want to comment on adaptive? You've got it?
Well, I got a bottle, must have been last convention, and it's gone. So I've just recently reordered. It's incredible. I've had an amazing experience of, I think just pre-lockdown when we got it, it was very unknown, and I actually got very anxious in the night. Woke up, couldn't sleep. My daughter wasn't home from Dunedin. I literally got up and I went adaptive.
Yes.
I put it all over me, onto my pillow, breathed it in, put on the diffuser, and then I slept like a baby. And when I woke up, I went, oh, it really worked. Like it got me out of that funk. And was so grateful. And the whole world needs adaptive right now.
Right now, it surely does. I'll read what's in it because this will help people to understand why it is so amazing. So it is a unique blend. So it's a blend of a number of oils. It's got the fractionated coconut oil, which is the carrier oil. So wild orange, which is the oil of abundance. So it's happiness. It's got lavender, which helps you to be calm. Copaiba, also, I call it the chill oil, like help you to just chill out and not be anxious. Spearmint, the oil of confident speech. Now, this is so important around saying what we want and setting our intentions. So again, you can even roll it right on your throat. So it's got that spearmint in it. Also, it has Magnolia, the oil of compassion. I often call this oil the judgy pants oil. You might have heard me talk about it. So if you feel that you are judgy, and we do this a lot, this comes back to self-love. If you are judgy and critical to yourself, like, what was I thinking? That was stupid. Why did I say that? It'll never work. Anything like that to yourself, or maybe pointing the finger to other people in your life, your partner, your work colleague, your child. If you're a little bit judgy, Magnolia is the oil of compassion. So it helps us just to be more compassionate. And often with Magnolia, I would say roll it on your heart. So again, you can roll it right onto your heart. So that's Magnolia. And then it has rosemary, which is amazing for memory, and neroli, the oil of connection. So the oil of connection can help you connect to what you want, but also to other people in your life. If you're feeling like a little bit ships in the night, or that you're not really communicating well, it can help you connect as well. So, wow, what a powerful oil.
It's a powerhouse.
It's the powerhouse. We love it. Yes. And price-wise, I don't know. I'm going to say somewhere around $30 for this and more for that one. So I'm going to share with you guys a really a quick activity. I did an activity this week. I don't know if you saw it. It's called You Are the CEO of Your Own Pie. And I'll run you through it really, really quickly. And so what I did was took my kids to the bakery. One of my kids did not get what he wanted. They had run out. They weren't making all the normal things because, businesses was different. And he was so upset, and he really let it ruin his day. And I was like, buddy, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll come earlier. Okay. And he was like, yep. Okay. We went back the next day and he wanted this butter chicken or whatever, and they didn't have it. So he walked away once again, empty handed. And he was really getting down about it. And I was like, dude, you know what? Don't let it ruin your day. Like, you are and he goes, I know, Mom. I am the CEO of my own life. And I'm like, yes, sweetheart, you are the CEO of your own life and your own pie. So don't let a pie ruin your day. So it kind of became this hashtag life lesson with mommy, because we do these life lessons with mommy all the time. But the point is, that message around you are the CEO of your own life, whether you have a business or not is irrelevant. You really are the creator of how you want to spend your so valuable time, energy, and money. So that was really the message of that. And so then what I did is, when we were home, a separate evening, we did this. Didn't you find you played more board games? Anyone else play more board games and do more family activities over lockdown? So when we were home, we did this activity, and I had them draw a circle on a piece of paper like this. I said to everyone at the table, there's 5 of us, draw a circle. They all drew a circle. Now draw a circle inside that circle. So you end up with 2 circles. Okay, great. Now draw a line down the middle and a line across. Okay, cool. And then do another one across. So they end up with this pie, right? Like apple pie or cherry pie or butter chicken or pizza, whatever you want to call it. So we did this. And then I said to them, what I want you to do is going back into your new life. How do you want it to be? And I said, choose a big piece of pie for how you want to spend most of your time. Now, obviously, that's going to be school. So write that down. And then over here, it might be the team that you're on or whatever. Like you just do it. I didn't give them too much prompt. And we all went away, not went away. We all sat there and they filled it out. And then I said, now in the middle on the pieces, the garnishes, I want you to write why you love that thing. So it was like school, why they love it, friends, learning, for example. And what we did is we did that, and then we're pretty cheesy in my family. And then we each went around and we read it out and we explained, like, this is my pie and here's why. And I guess the message I want to take from that is please go ahead and try that activity. It is quite fascinating. Also, if you do have a business, you can do this for your actual business or your job. You can go laser focus on your job. If you're not loving your job or you're going back to a job, go, what are the elements of my job? What are the things that I do? How do I spend my time? And this is the important part. What do I love about each of those things? And then sometimes you decide, you know what? I don't even want that piece, like this piece of pie over here. I don't even want that anymore. So maybe you can delegate it, or maybe you can ditch it. But we really want to be making sure that you're doing, actually spending your time, money, and energy on the things that you genuinely want to be doing, the things that bring you joy. I talk about love a lot, the things that, fill you up. You talked about joy as well. So it's really creating a life with intention and going, I don't have to do what I've always done because I said I would, and I think I should. You guys know I love talking about, getting out of the should zone or the frustration zone to live your life in the impact zone where you're actually doing what you want. And so that is a cool activity. Please go ahead and try it. Let me know if you do. Or I'll put the link below for the video where I kind of elaborate in a little bit more detail. But it was super cool to see. And also for my husband, because I'm like, why does he run? Why does he swim? And it was really interesting. He has a podcast. Like, what does he love about those things? And it was really cool just to see people present that in this pictorial way. So there's my tip around, getting a little bit more clear on how you want your life to be, or your job or your business going forward, because you can create that the way you want. So I'm going to share another oil, but Pounamu, do you want to comment on that in any way?
I just love that. I guess what I've been noticing is the bombardment of information at us, because we've gone online now. So to be the decider, be really discerning about what you let in to your mind. So I've done a lot of unsubscribing over this time and unfollowing on Facebook, because I don't want to be polluted with things that are not uplifting and intentionally good for humanity. So we can do that. We are the controller of these little, of the laptop and the Facebook and all the notifications. So it's worth just, if you see something you don't like, you've got that choice, and be discerning.
I love that. It's so simple. A lot of people are like, oh, there's so many things, I can never get on top of it. It's like, well, unsubscribe. And I'm the same. I'm starting to unsubscribe to more things, clearing out my email, which is always an ongoing situation. But I think it's right. We are in charge of, I call it, what are you feeding yourself? Like, what information, what books are you reading? How many times are you listening to the news a day? Is that serving you? So yes. All right. I've got a couple more oils I want to mention. Now, this one is also really good. We talked about adaptive, but peace oil also at this time is really important, because a lot of people are feeling feelings of anxiousness. There are feelings of uncertainty, and your mind can start really spinning and going, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if I don't get enough customers or whatever? So this oil is called Peace, and it's known as the reassuring blend. Now, it also comes in the drip oil. But I like the roller because, again, it's so easy. And so you can just roll it on. You can roll it on your hand, same as I did before. Breathe it in. It's got vetiver in it. So vetiver slows down that busy mind. So it's also a great oil for sleep. But also, like I said, if you're having feelings of anxiousness, interesting, it has clary sage in it. So you could roll that on your ovaries if you want every day. Spearmint, again, the confident speech, ylang ylang. Another mood oil, vetiver, lavender, frankincense. So it's got a few of the oils we've already mentioned today in it. I got to say, if you had to choose which one smells nicer, adaptive definitely wins. Peace is an interesting smell, but that's the vetiver, and it slows down your busy mind, and that's why it works so well. I love that one so much. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you talked about wanting to feel happy and uplifted every day. I put my Citrus Bliss in the diffuser, usually with a peppermint or an easy air. So the combination of the two is like you're awake and you're happy about it type combination. But Citrus Bliss is that wild orange, but it's also got vanilla bean to open the heart and mind. And I chose this oil for this topic of creating your new normal because the vanilla bean can open your mind to, I wonder what's possible. I wonder what opportunities await me. And that's the vanilla bean. It's called the Invigorating Blend. Oh my gosh, incredible. Incredible. So one more oil that I want to share with you is, again, another citrus. It's called lime. And, you mentioned elevation, Ponama, which I think is so great. Elevation is, I always think of it as a perfume, like it's a natural perfume. And I often will put it here and there. It is the joyful blend, and especially going into those colder months when people's mood can get low, you can get just feeling a little bit low and glum. Well, similarly, lime is also good for that. It's the oil of zest. So while it is so amazing in water or in soda water to help you drink more and help you feel revitalized, it also can help to boost your mood, just to uplift. So if anyone is feeling low and glum in the winter months or anytime, lime is awesome for that as well. Any other comments? Any questions?
Yeah. So can I jump in? I've been reading this book, I Am Worthy, and Desiree Mangan-Dog. It's just superb. I mean, it's been in my library for quite a while, and I must say, through this time we've been cocooning, that I've picked up some old books that needed to be read. I'll tell you, it's been so inspiring and bringing back to self-love and intentional living. So really kind of spot on for what we're talking about today. But if you're interested in this, there's some wonderful recipes and different points on the body of where you can put the oils onto and repeat your prayer or your mantra or, whatever you would like to tell your body. She reminds us that our physical body is where our emotions turn up. So that real connection between emotional and physical body.
Amazing. So do you have a link to that? We can pop it in the comments later.
I will do that for you.
Yay. Amazing. Well, there you go, you guys. That's pretty much it. We wanted to share with you a couple of different techniques that you can use to incorporate in your day, like from whether it be mindfulness, self-love, or really just creating that new intention. And with the pie activity, it's like, how do I want my life to be? But every day, right, we get to make that choice. And that's what I think the mindfulness is about. Even if you had a not so great day the night before, the day before, it's like every day, you can start with empowered choices and intentional actions. And the oils, I find, are they're just like a tool belt to help you move you towards how you want to feel. And that's something we always, whenever we chat with people, don't we, Ponama? We do a free consult, by the way. If anyone's new, message us and we can set up a free consultation. I'm actually doing Diamond Club at the moment. So if we meet in person, on FaceTime, or Zoom, not in person, then you actually get these two oils, which I mentioned, the Citrus Bliss and the lime. And I know, Ponamo, I've helped, I think it was you had 3 beautiful customers this month that have been able to receive those bonus oils because I had a quick chat with them. So if you are new to oils, like brand new, and you decide to get started with a oil order of 100 points, which is about $150, then you get those 2 oils for free. So I wanted to just show you guys a couple of ways that some people do start. This is called the Bedtime Bliss Box, and it comes with a bunch of oils. A few that I've already mentioned were the Peace oil, and I didn't mention this one, Lavender Peace, and also Balance, but it comes with some great oils. And there's other boxes, the active sports box. So it really comes down to you thinking, well, how do I want to feel? What do I want my life to look like? What do I want to be doing? And then choosing the oils and the daily rituals and the mindset to make that happen.
Yeah. So what we think today will show up tomorrow in your life. a little pearl of wisdom.
It is a beautiful pearl of wisdom. Great. So Ponami, what I'll get you to do maybe later on is add your link to the comments so that people can check out the other stuff that you're doing. And if you have a website as well, and I'll do the same thing, and we can see if we can help more people. I know a lot of people on this call already have oils, but what we're hoping is that you learn about 1 or 2 new oils that you didn't know about, or maybe you've got a whole bunch and you just haven't been using them. Like you might think, oh my gosh, Hawaiian sandalwood, I bought that, 6 months ago. I haven't used that. So we're really hoping to just plant some seeds for you so that you either expand your repertoire, your knowledge, and really incorporating them into your daily routine. That is my hope, at least.
Me too.
All right, Ponamu, any final comments from you?
No, just go ahead and be the architect of your own life and make it a wonderful one. Leave your legacy.
Yay, love that.
And the work that you do for the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Please go ahead and comment with any more questions. We'll come back and check them out later. All right. See you.
Bye. See you. Bye.